You may ask, where is this old bloke gone now? Is he in Paris, France? Has he left the country of Vietnam? No, I haven't. I'm standing here at the August Square, right here, site of the August Revolution, which happened in 1945, where the Viet Minh rose up against the powers that were in charge that day, had been for many years. The resulting victory that they had here at the August Square caused the monarchy to topple and lead Vietnam to what it is today. Where the Viet Minh were victorious in their revolution, where they toppled the Emperor Bao Day. So here we have the magnificent Opera House. Topped with the mighty Vietnamese flag, the red flag with the yellow star. So when the French settled here in Hanoi in 1883, it wasn't long before their taste for a little bit of French culture took hold, and they built this marvellous building. Built between 1901 and 1911, 10 years of construction led to the French people of Hanoi fulfilling their dreams for a little bit of French decadence in the heart of Hanoi, Vietnam. But that's not why we're here today. I'm here to tell you the truth. What really happened in my video about Bald and Bankrupt. Did I meet him for lunch? Yes, I did. Was it a planned meeting? Okay. I made that little bit up just to make it a little bit more interesting. But before you switch off, before you turn over to your favourite channel, I do have a few tidbits of information that I'll tell you that Mr. Bald and Bankrupt gave me. But first of all, listen to this. This is Backpacker Ben. As soon as he walked into the restaurant where I had lunch with Ben, Bald and Bankrupt. Listen carefully. I write it on the screen so you can catch his words, because they're important. And believe me, I listen very hard.
Following me around. Vlogger here, vlogger. How you doing?
Hello, Mr. Bald. Hello, Mr. Ben.
Oh, hello.
How are you?
Oh, exciting.
Well. And Kat. Hello, Kat. How are you?
How you doing?
I've got my own channel.
Where are you from?
Oh, you got your own channel?
Australia. Yes, I do. I'm a newcomer to the game.
Oh, he's a newcomer to the game.
I am.
Stick him in the thumbnail.
Oh, get him there. He'll be there.
Make sure you get him.
There he is.
Make sure you film everything you do, alright?
I'll do my best. So here, outside this Prada store, in the middle of Hanoi, this is where I'll begin the story. I'll tell you the words of advice, the words of wisdom that Ben gave me. It's a little bit confusing with two Bens, but from here on in it'll be Ben, Mr. Bald, imparting his wisdom. And here's what he had to say. Be authentic. If you're a young YouTuber or an old YouTuber like me, be authentic. Be yourself. It's no good trying to be something that you're not, because soon enough you can't fool everyone all of the time, and soon enough people will find out that what you are trying to portray is not who you are. And I think it's important to be who you are. And Ben agrees. So soon enough people will see through the persona that you're trying to portray on YouTube, that fake persona, and they'll lose respect. And when you lose respect, you lose subscribers. So be yourself. Number one, important Mr. Bald fact. So just over the road from the Grand Opera House of Hanoi is the Hanoi Stock Exchange. Opened in 2005 to allow the people of Hanoi to gamble their savings, their lives, on the vagaries of a wild stock exchange market. This is where people come to make money and lose money. And that sort of leads into what I've got to say next about my lunch with Mr. Bald, Ben. So Ben explained to me his early career in social media, and he said, no matter what happens, keep publishing, keep pushing out your product, get the product out there for the people to know. In the beginning, you might feel like you're getting nowhere, that it's a total waste of time, but you've got to keep pushing, keep making those videos, keep selling yourself that product, get to where you want to be by persevering. Ben said during our lunch, sometimes he would wake up and ask himself, why am I doing this? I'm getting no views, hardly any views, it's not worth it. But he didn't quit, he kept trying, he kept publishing those videos, and that's what leads to success. You can't quit after one tiny bit of what seems like failure at the time. You've got to keep trying, keep pushing, and that's advice that I've taken on board. It's why you see so many videos from me at the moment. I'll keep as many videos as I can make, I'll keep producing. In that process, I'll get better and better. I'll learn, and that is what's going to make me succeed, I hope. So when you can make a good video, you can publish something that people want to watch, keep doing it. Keep doing it every day. If you can make a video once a day, publish that video every day until you become very, very good at your craft, and then you'll see the results. And when you see the results, that's what makes it all worthwhile. One of two of the French-made cars outside this hotel. The Hotel Metropole, Sofitel legend Metropole Hotel, opened in 1901, one of the grandest buildings in the French Quarter, historically famous, one of the most important buildings of Vietnam in the French colonial style. It's also one of the most expensive here in Hanoi. It's a total of 364 rooms that you can rent out as a hotel room here in Hanoi. There's six restaurants inside the hotel, including Spice's Garden and the Bamboo Bar. I haven't been in there. I've heard it's very nice. Maybe I should try. And here is when I'm going to tell you another lesson that I learned from Mr. Bald. Important information that Ben told to me, he revealed to me. Talk about what you know. Talk about the things that you are interested in. It's no use talking about something that you're just not interested in. People will be able to tell. And if they can tell that you're not interested, chances are they're not going to be interested. This comes back to being authentic. People will be able to tell if you don't have a passion or interest in what you're talking about. It's like making a travel vlog. If if you don't really like travelling and exploring different people and their cultures, that's going to come across. It's going to come across as not being authentic, and that's what you need to be. To be successful, you have to be you. I think that is the most important piece of information that I got from Mr. Baldwin. Be yourself. Just be who you are. And I'd like to thank Ben for being such a gracious man. I mean, we chatted for maybe 35, 40 minutes over lunch about many different topics. Not all of them social media. Some about our travels, where we want to go, what we want to do, what we want to achieve. And he's a very gracious man. Thank you, Ben. I appreciate it. So here outside the Valentino clothing store, here in the heart of the French Quarter in Hanoi, Vietnam, is where I'm just about going to wrap it up. There will be a little bit of footage following this. It's going to be the real footage, step by step, how I almost didn't get to meet Mr. Baldwin Bankrupt. It's a very fortunate thing, and I'm so lucky that things just fell into place on that day, at that particular time. I literally had sat down in that restaurant, in that sushi bar, for probably a minute, and was just going through the menu. Familiar voice boomed out from behind me. Well, it didn't really boom, but I recognised the voice almost straight away. And then possibly a minute after that, Backpacker Ben and Kat walked in, and that's where I got the following bit of footage from. I've got a very special guest with me. I'd like you to meet someone. Welcome to Mr. Bald.
Nice to see you.
Just bumped into him here at this Japanese restaurant in Hanoi. I've got a question to ask. Are you going to go to Australia, and what are you expecting when you get there?
Oh, I'm going to Australia. It's on my bucket list for sure. I'm expecting venomous snakes, but a good old crack with the lads. I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to travel across, maybe rent a camper van, that generic trip that people do, and have some adventures with the Aussies. Let's see what they think of the pongs. I don't know. We're going to have a good time, I think.
Well, I'm pretty sure I can guarantee the first two of those, and the last one. You'll have a good time.
Good enough for me. Look forward to doing it.
Thanks for being on my channel, Mr.
No,
Bald.
it's all nice to meet you. Good luck.
Thank you. There you go. See you soon. It really was a fortunate day, and I feel lucky to have been able to experience that, and hopefully you guys can gain some knowledge and help with your channel, if that's what you want to do, just by listening to the words that Ben, Mr. Baldwin Bankrupt, has to say about social media and how to achieve what you want to achieve. Thanks very much for watching. If you like this channel, please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. It really does help me out. Alright, bye bye from Hanoi.